Toy Spell, and today we're looking at Bryan Lie's IMCMPLX G12 God Complex Sun Wukong. Bryan Lie is an independent toy creator who, from my understanding, created kick butt art and then decided to design toys based off of his kick butt art. He typically does 1/6 scale, which is why this one says 1/12 scale. This is something new he's been doing. And he already did a Wukong in the 1/6 scale, and it looked amazing. I just don't collect that scale, so kind of out of my realm. But now that he came out with this in 1/12, I am very interested. He definitely has some kind of world built around this because it's called the God Complex, and then it's a Sun Wukong mode game. I don't know what other modes there are, maybe mythical or something. And then there's a long faction. He's called the Immortal Ape, and then it has a little bio there you can read. This is really cool. I was personally interested in this figure because I don't have anything like this. I don't have anything that's like punk futuristic Wukong, and I just thought it did it so well. I've always been interested in cyberpunk stuff. Look at this, it comes with a cool, awesome card. I love that. I love that so much, actually. This is really nice. Look at that. That's so cool. But I've always been interested in cyberpunk things. I even have kind of a custom figure that I've made to be a cyberpunk Wukong. I haven't seen anything else like this, and the soft goods and the designer quality of it just seemed really, really cool, and it's like something I couldn't pass up on. And here's the figure out of the box with everything around it. Let's take a closer look. You get a stand. Now this stand came in 3 parts. So it was this base here with pegs all around it that you can choose where you want to put the stand part. Here's the stand part, and then there's this card. It's a little loose. It just is held in by this hole right here. So you just slap that on either side, I guess, and you put this in there. He's got 2 open hands on him. He has 2 fists, 2 gripping hands, 2 loose gripping hands or grasping hands, and for his right hand he has the all-important pointing hand. These go on his head like antenna, but I think these are meant to represent the phoenix feathers. And Wukong's staff, which is broken up into 3 parts here, but I think it's meant so that you can have it in 3 different sizes. Size 1, size 2 with either end attached to each other, and size 3 with the pull between either end. To get this size, you need to take this little peg thing right here out of one of the ends so that you can insert the pull on either side. You get an awesome collector card, which I did show earlier, but this is so cool. It's foil, it's etched, it's got dimension and texture. This is a really nice card. I love this card. I think this is so cool. It's definitely going in a collection binder. And then of course you get Wukong. And oh my gosh, this is absolutely gorgeous. This is a piece of art. Like this is definitely the definition of art in action figure form. You have these amazing buckles or latches on his shirt, like on his inner short shirt here. You have this awesome screen printing here and here on his jacket, which continues onto his sleeve and on his back pouch. And he has a back pouch. This is so cool. I don't know what it's meant to hold, maybe his staff or something. That's so cool. And the screen printing continues onto this sleeve as well, and on his shorts, and on his knees as well. The paintwork on his freaking sneakers, and I mean, you've already seen his hands, but look at that, the paintwork on that, black between each joint. The red is so crisp and clean, the yellow. It looks amazing. And look at the details on this awesome Wukong helmet he has. This is so cool. The metallic red finish on that with the matte white and the yellow. The gloss on this yellow. Even on his staff, you can see in between these joints, there's yellow being cut through that black. Look how small the detail that is. Look how small the detail that is. That's crazy. His phoenix feathers aren't missing out on the paint detail either. They've got lining on here for yellow and a little red paneling there. Very, very nice. Oh, and I must have missed this belt hanging down here with this little metal triangle on the bottom. Definitely to simulate his tail. Very, very nice detail or attention to detail. Without even moving him around, This is just an absolutely gorgeous action figure. Like, this is something you would want on your display, whether you want to pose him or if you just want to keep him static. This is great. Articulation wise, he's no slouch either. I will be doing all of the articulation with the soft goods on, because I'm gonna keep mine with the soft goods on because he looks amazing. So I want to see what he can hit like that. He can look up that high, which is really high. As you can see, I think his neck moves, and then he's got a dumbbell joint in there, and he looks down that low. That is crazy. He tilts good on either side, and he can spin his head all the way around. His shoulder goes ever so slightly above 90, and he does have a butterfly joint, it seems. It doesn't make any drastic changes, but it does move there even with the jacket. His elbow with the jacket gets beyond 90. That's crazy. And he does have some kind of swivel here, some bicep swivel that goes down and up. Wrist is the ball hinge, so it can go in or out and swivel, and you can make it go side to the side. His torso bends that much and goes back that much. He kicks forward that much. Knee bend that much. And somewhere in there is some kind of thigh swivel. His ankle is the same as his wrist, so he can go down that much and up that much, and it can twist a little bit like a swivel. And I don't feel any wire in any of his soft goods like his jacket or anything, except for his belt here that acts like a tail. That is wired. So let's see what all this articulation means in poses. Casually walking the streets in Cyberpunk and ready for battle. Leaping to find the action. Running and pointing at you. You're in trouble. The gods from heaven have come down looking for trouble, and they found him. Chewing on his own phoenix feather like he does sometimes in depictions. Flying through the air, he's going to hit you. And smashing down on the ground. I just wanted one more cool guy pose with the hood down. Let's see how he stacks against the size of other action figures. DC Multiverse. I did not realize he was this tall. Star Wars Black Series. Yeah, he's a little tall for that. He's not going to blend into the Star Wars universe as much as I thought he would. SH Figuarts. Marvel Legends. Mythic Legions. I don't have any Cosmic Legions, but I bet you he'd fit in pretty well with those. Wukong. 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 He's been posed. He's been played with. What do I think about him? Well, in all honesty, there are some things I would wish were improved upon. His jacket gets in the way of forward movement, so it's really hard to rotate his arms forward without pulling them out to the side. Which means forward movement is about limited to that, and I can't get them much closer. I know the figure underneath all of this jacket and cloth can probably touch his arms together, but unfortunately with this jacket and soft goods, he just can't do that. You can cheat it with like the swivel here and bending his elbow, but I do wish this butterfly would allow him to go in more, and it's just prohibited by the jacket. Now, I really love the phoenix feather look on him, but I also really like the hooded look, and I just wish there was a way to keep the hood down. I'm probably gonna sticky tack it for photos, but I wish there was an actual way to keep that hood down when you didn't have the phoenix feathers on. I would actually consider those two negatives something that would make you pause to consider whether you actually want this action figure or not. Because if you're just buying it for an action figure that can pose really deeply and strongly and hit those really, really specific looking cool poses by itself, maybe pause for a second. But if I knew that going into buying this action figure, I'd still buy him. He looks way too cool. The details on him are super fantastic. Like, I can't even point out, I've already pointed out to you everything. Like the fact that he even has paint on the bottom of his staff here. Like everything about him, he just looks amazing. And he can hit enough really cool poses that it doesn't bother me that his jacket, well, it does bother me, but it doesn't bother me that much that his jacket stops some of that forward movement there. So while he's worth it based on looks alone, he can still be a fun, playable action figure. I mean, you saw the poses I was hitting. So that's another amazing success in my book. I love him. He's gonna join my collection. I'm gonna play with him a lot. I'm gonna pose him a lot. He'll be in a lot of photos. He might be my second favorite Wukong.
So that's my review. Thank you for watching. Until next time, stay safe and have fun.